Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
Angel gunned him out with pretty much a full culling.
Yeah.
At least it's still going to be most of the grubs over towards Ultra Prime.
And Harry on this reset will be walking back rather than taking the teleport. Tianchen taking the dragon. And Harry, knowing he's on weak side, there's no point burning the teleport right now. Would be a bit of a risk. Tianchen instead teleports towards that bot lane to clear out this wave. And a lane swap is enacted.
It is for now. Niket does have flash going straight onto Harry. Has no flash. BP God's still hit. Only Hacker right here in terms of damage.
Ooh. PP God taken pretty low though, could be in danger. Harry nearly at the Mega. You can see Gnar getting increasingly red coloured here. Looney Tunes style. Here will come the Mega Gnar. Needs to be a little afraid of a potential combo coming on through. There's no support from the rest of OMG.
Yeah, Hacker still doesn't have level 6 either. He's
Camp off.
He's a camp off after taking those grubs, maybe even 2 at this point. 3 7. But he's wanted to be out on the map for the last set of objectives that he's not really wanted to be backing for that. You want to do as many economical backs as possible, as little as there. There's your 6 now. He might be able to fight. PP God still has flash. Tianchen still has flash. He's had to blow it. Q's still there. He'll be able to use keep it, get himself to safety.
He's actually now looking to reset in the back of his Baron pit. I wonder whether Hacker will throw down as well. Just being as obnoxious as possible. Harry nearly at Mega Gnar. We might be looking at another 3v3 as they need to be careful with this wall here. Flash for the head, but prevents the Mega Gnar from getting anybody into the wall. Hacker gets a lilting lullaby off. Crunch comes on through. Huge damage back. Hacker getting Conqueror healing. It's so much value. Tianchen will get 1 back at least.
You can nerf the passive healing from the Lillian, but you can't nerf Hacker. He gets himself the 3 champions effect of the Dream-laden Bound. He gets the healing from the Conqueror.
Do that again here.
Yeah, OMG, there's 2 early dragons. It'll help the macro options later. Hacker, gonna go into topside jungle. Gonna be spotted going into topside jungle, I think. If he can get himself a full topside quadrant clear, he's very happy.
Yeah.
Because what Hacker is really pummeling
Sure,
towards
why not? He's probably the only one safe enough to do it bluntly, so that makes some sense. Maybe Doggo could have done it on wall ride now, but I think with the Hex gates around, it actually gets quite tricky because you take the wall ride and suddenly there's people who portal behind you. You don't have that ability up anymore. Tianchen needs to be a little wary. Gets her butt pulverized. Angel coming on down. Doggo gets hit with the Q, and the big ol' ultimate from Tianchen will keep him frozen in place. Turnaround damage is monstrous, but Starry gets to press R and join the fight from downtown.
It's a bit of Ultra Prime macro again. They did well in the early game, but then they overextend and they overstay. They didn't have the members to respond. Qingtian's not really in a position to do so because Mega Gnar's up.
Opportunity. Try and deny as many resources from your opponent as you can.
Yeah, especially if it's cannon, it definitely helps him out. So he's going to use that last auto attack. The last minion dies. Angel perfectly killing the wave under tower. Qingtian on weak side. Weirdly, he's pushed up a little too far. I think he might have gone a little too far here.
Harry gets a big Mega Gnar on the wall, and Qingtian will flash over the wall, but unfortunately, there's people there to respond.
So, Ultra Prime, so they're weak side on top side, and they're weak side on bot side. They're over pushing too much on both sides of the map. Ultra Prime, their understanding of side lanes has not really been to make the most of it, but giving up cheap kills like that is not what they want to be doing. At OMG, they have been faster around the map as it stands so far. The cat's going to be found out by Star as well. Good damage from him. He might even kill him with an ult here.
Has to get the ult out, and that's before the dragon. They really wanted to save that for the big fight. Not going to be available anymore.
And once again, it's just over pushing. Yukai is pushing up towards his top tower. Hacker's farming in his own jungle, so he's not there. It's even a tower trade here. So they've been scouting up well, and the cat will be spotted out. Spellseed's going to miss. What's happening with this Herald? Dragon spawning right now. OMG could just take that through. Qingtian potentially trying to defend Doggo.
They're going to jump onto Qingtian, who doesn't really get to press W2 just now. Can maybe footwork later, but there's nothing left.
Didn't have it.
And he goes down.
Presumably he didn't have it. Didn't use it. Ultra Prime once again failing on the split map state. And once again Tianchen really focusing down on that. You can see that the single target Q, because the tower doesn't count, doing a lot of damage to Doggo. And Ultra Prime, they are losing the plot a little bit as OMG. They're very, very easily finding these engages. Real advantage to Tianchen and PP God in the jungle support matchup, where I think in the last game, Hacker and Niket were the ones that came ahead in that one. And, you know, we praised Ultra Prime for their form in that last game, in the last series or two. And a lot of that has come through Hacker and Niket. They are the reason. Ultra Prime, they are trying to defend the mid lane turret. So the Herald was thrown into mid lane. What didn't get anything? OMG with no grubs, no Herald, still take the mid lane turret anyway. This is a culmination of Ultra Prime's big overs. These W's very accurate from Starry right now. If he keeps pinging them down, it makes the game a lot harder for Ultra Prime, so they need to be afraid of those ones. PP got on extended flank now as well. Going to be spotted on this control ward, and that could be a big problem.
PP God was there and waiting. Not that much follow-up, though, because it was over the wall, and the cat gets chunked. Has to burn the ultimate.
Yukai also teleported in as well, so that's one summoner down. Niket doesn't have that Warmog. That's one of the big things. Tianjin, no ultimate, but no Alistair ultimate is arguably more important. Niket not going to get any value out of this. This would be Soul. Ultra Prime, they're slow to the fight. Niket has no HP. That's Hex Soul.
It's over. Hacker flashes on forwards, goes Golden, gets no value by the Blooming Blow, and Starry murders Doggo before he can even begin to think about pressing Q a few more times. OMG will make sure that this is a swift old game in their favor.
Yeah, OMG, they punish the overextensions early, they stack the dragons, they get the gold, and Ultra Prime are effectively shut out of the game from that point. OMG, there is a reason that they are at 4-0. They have improved an awful lot in terms of their macro. They've improved an awful lot at pulling the trigger effectively. Ultra Prime, they will be probably clutching their heads in hands after this game. This was in their hands for a brief...
This game is all over but for the crying. You feel like they... really will have to throw it themselves. It's not on Ultra Prime at this point, realistically, to find a way back in. It's for OMG to hand it to them. And I don't think with this composition, with the way they've been playing the game, that's likely to happen. Still no Warmogs for Niket, who has not been involved in enough stuff this game to get a hold of it. And I think he spent a lot of money on things like wards to try and maintain control. So just hasn't got that completed item.
Yeah, so, Ultra Prime, they get themselves, I don't know, into their defensive posture now. OMG, they have a QSS on Angel, that's going to help, and Hacker even blew the flash ult in that last play, so he doesn't have that flash available for the next one. Doggo continually eating those W's. OMG, this is kind of textbook League of Legends now. Wait as long as you need to get the chunks you need from that poke. They throw in the ultimates.
Jinxian, though, perhaps not the easiest target. His was a lot easier to blow up earlier on in the game. He's got a couple items now, so it's a bit harder to manage as the unending despair has been completed. Hollow Radiance, how similar the color palettes are. Going forward, smite away the cannon minion. That's the point in the game we're at for Hacker.
Yeah, well, you got to try and defend these turrets as best they can. At least the inhibit turrets regen very slightly over time, so if you're keeping them alive long enough, they get a little bit healthier.
It does feel like the waves haven't been synced that well because they're ping-ponging between the two waves rather than having them crash simultaneously, which of course is one of those skill sets you like to try and make happen in League of Legends, but they still manage to get through that inhibitor turret nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, you're forcing Ultra Prime to ping-pong, and they are first, only first the turret each time, so it's not bad. They end up chunking out each of the towers in each of these waves. As long as you're getting damage on the towers, it's fine. So in this case, I don't mind it at all. Sometimes when there's a lot of wave play, yes, you want the waves to be crashing at once because they can't wave play both at once, especially when you have stuff like Ziggs or the like. It's a little bit harder here, even with the Zeri with the shift. God damn, the W poke is nasty. Of course, these Hextech Dragons give you some extra ability haste too, so it makes it even quicker to get that W off the cooldown. Ultra Prime, they threw away the shot in this game. OMG very much picked up the slack, and OMG they're running them through. This is very textbook League of Legends.
And they've got a Hex Soul to work with as well. That is just by far the strongest soul, I think, by everybody's margin. So annoying to manage.
That's a great ult.
Finds a wonderful bit of trigonometry to get the ult onto target. Niket trying to frontline, but again, that Alistair is just a bit anemic this game. Nothing left for him to say in this one. A decent W from GTM buys some time, but it's just not enough. They go a little deep here to OMG, and they decide they will not stick around for any longer.
Okay. Almost a fantastic ult coming out of Tianjin, who tried to do the perpendicular ult. We're going to throw it at the right angle, but he just ends up hitting Niket anyway. Niket didn't have the flash, he had to go in, so it's going to be a free kill.
I just did 28-minute Warmogs.
Yeah, that's the one. Right.
Oh,
that's exactly what happens.
Oh no! Glacier Prison just shy. Will not be able to land on Yukai, but was forced to back away from the turret, and despite the Baron buff not being there, the siege is enough to claim that one.
So, OMG, I love double onto Yukai. Starry has been really, really accurate.
Yeah.
5-0-1. Starry's Kaiser's been...
more dodge as Doggo slides away from that W. Starry having a much better showing on the Kaiser than his historical record would suggest. Maybe they can force more of a contest. Here they go! Another Glacier Prison lands. Trying to get another bit of defensive exchange to buy some space, some time, but there's just not enough damage, and Harry isn't even here. It's a 4v5 because everyone else is bloody well dead. One final member, the Warmogs Alistair, finally falls. Everyone's down. OMG put them to the sword.
OMG take a few overextensions in the mid game from Ultra Prime, and they run it through to the end. We're going to 3 games in a series, which means an awful lot, particularly to Ultra Prime. If they win this, they keep themselves in the running, but they will have to show.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say.
Okay.
See you on the next one.